Hey guys, Stars and Stripes RC here with you today. The FMS PC-21 Pilatus, it's not new, no, it's not new. I had one a while back. Me and my buddy Justin was out flying it. I had changed the motor on it and ESC to fly it on 6S. While that was a success, I failed to realize, knowing that all the surfaces were foam hinged, I took it into a climb to check vertical on that 6-cell system, and it was out of sight. Now, on the way back down, I was pulling some pretty good speed, and when I went to up elevator to flatten it out, it it literally ripped the hinges out of the elevator halves, and you know the rest. So I have a motor and speed controller already, and I'll be doing the same thing on this one, but I will be CA hinging at minimum the ailerons and the elevator halves. I may go ahead and do the rudder since it hasn't been assembled yet anyway. So normally this would fly on a 4-cell 33 or 4000 RC battery. I've got their packs. Thank you, RC Battery, for that, and thank you, FMS, for sending this. Laperier 4S 4000s and Laperier Air 4S 3300s. I could still fly it on the 4-cell, even though I switch out the motor and ESC to fly it on 6-cell too. So, but either way, I got a lot of comments on the upgrade I did on this when I did it, when I had it last. And unfortunately, I had to add to the comments later that if you're going to do that to this plane, be sure and rehinge those surfaces, because it will tear them off the plane. So you guys know it's not new. You guys have seen this before. It's all over the internet, YouTube, what have you. Comes with a 5-blade prop. And by the way, on 6-cell, it performed very, very well on that 5-bladed prop. Got your elevator halves that have a tongue and groove. So once you install them through the fuse, they lock in so that both halves function at the same time. Rehinging this is going to be a breeze. It's not going to take long at all. And if you are following me on TikTok, I'll do a short video of how I rehinge these with CA hinges on there. That's your spinner, plastic spinner. Got your little elevator spar right here. This is a 1-piece wing. This does have 9-gram digital servos in it. However, it does not indicate metal gear. If I have some metal gear servos on the 9-gram side, I will replace those on the 2 elevator halves or on the elevator side of the fuse for the elevator. These are the plastic clevises. Again, I'm not a big fan of those, but for this plane, it's not a huge deal. These servos are glued in. They run the wires in the channel here with some plastic pieces to help hold them in, but the wire's exposed. So what I'll probably do is go out to Lowe's or something, find some red tape, cover those just to make it look a little better. I will be applying, as always, on these type of hinges where they're foam hinges on the flaps. I always put a piece of hinge tape on each side there because they are prone to tear pretty easily. They're pretty thin. And that's a look at the bottom of the wing. The top of the wing, the decal, the peel and stick stuff is down really well. Got your junction box with your receiver servo leads in there. I will also, for those of you that follow me on TikTok, be doing a short video on how I min wax my planes. So I'll be doing a gloss min wax on this one, I think. Make that red really pop, shine when it's in the air. The fuselage, the tricky part about swapping this motor out is that the screws in the X mount on this motor inside is pretty deep in there, so it just takes a longer screwdriver, and getting them in is kind of tricky because that motor, as you know, obviously has magnets, so it tends to draw that screwdriver to the magnets in the motor. So it's tricky, but it's obviously doable too. You got your elevator servo on the back here, which is looks like a I can't tell if that's a 9 gram or what that is. It looks smaller than what's in the wing. So we'll see if I have something to replace that with or not. Looking at the inside, you have your, I don't know if you can see it, it's the same size servo as what's on the elevator for your rudder inside there. Kind of looks like a 9 gram, but anyway, you have your 40 amp ESC up front. Battery trays located right in the middle of the fuse, almost in the middle of the fuse right there. And on this, it has an XT60 connector for the battery, and on the throttle, at least if I did go with just the stock setup, on the throttle it does have a reverse feature, which is nice, especially since this has tricycle landing gear. That'd be a cool feature to have. Now the 80 amp ESC that I plan to put in it, I think has reverse thrust on it. I'll have to check, but even if it doesn't, it really doesn't need it, guys, because this thing, even without flaps, lands like a breeze. You know, you don't need flaps to land it. It's a very nice flying plane. Takeoff and landings are very easy and simple. It's just you know, I wanted it back because it's an all-around fun flying plane. I like to get out of the hook of flying jets, and so you know, I like to get my prop planes out and you know, fly, just have a nice relaxing day of flying when I go, just take a break from the jets once in a while. So again, the FMS PC-21 I would have went over some of the specs, guys, but they didn't. Oh, yes, they did. I was thinking they didn't bring a manual out on it, but I should have known they would, or did. As well, the control rod for the elevator, your screws, spinner nut, etc. Yeah, so this plane does take a 6-channel receiver because it has flaps. So I generally use the Spectrum Sport receiver, is plenty. So the overall wingspan on this is 43.7 inches. Length is 48.6 inches. Flying weight is 59.3 ounces. Motor size stock is a 3541 750 kV motor. The ESC again is 40 amp, and it has it actually shows that all servos are 9 gram. There's 7 9-gram servos in it. And the recommended battery on the stock setup is again 4-cell 2600 to 3300, but I did fly this on a 4-cell 4000 before, and it from a 33 to a 4000 you're not adding that much weight. So, but again, FMS PC-21 Pilatus. I'll put my discount codes in the description as always, and a link to RC battery. Also check out fmshobby.com. They have their big fall sale going on. Check that out, and thanks for watching.